Now, let's practice this a couple of times. For those who know our work, we very often ask this question, and we have asked it to 100,000 people now. After I did some research, this was in the late 70s, early 80s, with Shell. We compared 10 refineries, and this was one of the questions we asked to 6,000 Shell people. We said, you're riding in a car driven by a close friend of yours. Your friend is going 50 miles an hour where you're allowed to go 30. And he hits a pedestrian. You come to court, and the lawyer of your friend says, don't worry, you're the only witness. 2 questions. First of all, what is the right of your friend to expect you to testify to the lower figure, to lie for you as a friend? My friend, A, has a definite right. B, some right. C, no right. Now, before I engage you in a little discussion, who would like to be in this situation? I've never had an individual, and I do this work quite all over the globe, that said, nice situation to be in. Yeah? 10 years ago, we had a participant who didn't understand the question. Yeah? So we stopped all our workshops in the White House. Now, I hope the NSA hears a beep, yeah? Anyway, why don't we like to be in this situation? Can I guess? Regardless where you're from, male, female, young, old, Dutch or not Dutch, this is a dilemma, okay? And the beauty of respecting cultural differences is to know we all share the same dilemmas. There is no culture that doesn't want to help friends, and there is no culture that doesn't have something with the truth. But now let's get a bit further and say, would you lie for your friend? Second question. And I would like to ask you, for those who say yes, I would lie for my friend, would you like to stand up, please? And those that don't, you stay seated. And please confirm my statistics. Thank you. There are some people standing up, great and courageous. Because, be careful, this is videotaped, huh? Thank you. I guess it's about 70% no, and 30% yes, and perhaps 1% can't stand up. Now, it's interesting. See what happens with the second question. The dilemma is human, and it's our culture that forces us in some direction. And amongst Americans, have a look, you might see quite different scores than in Venezuela. So you see the top score, Switzerland, 97% said, my friend has no right or some right and I will not help by lying. And as you know, 3% in Switzerland speak Italian. Yeah, Italy is not on the chart because PowerPoint can't deal with negative scores, right? Now the risk if I would stop here is people at the top would say, the Protestants, they're all Protestant because they've seen the light, they know what is good is for the world, right? And they will say, thank you, Mr. Trompenaar. I knew the Russians and Venezuelans are corrupt. You proved it. You can't really trust them because they always help their friends. Till I did a workshop in Korea. And the Korean said, Mr. Trompenaar, thank you. I knew the Americans are corrupt and you proved it. I said, what do you mean? You can't trust them. They won't even help their friends. Yeah? It was a pleasure to be here. Thank you very much.